of it, so I can ask her to do that.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's Fort Wayne Community School Board of School Trustees meeting. We begin this meeting as we do each meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now we have roll call of members.
Good evening, Steve Corona from the 5th District.
Julie Hollingsworth, District 1.
Noah Smith, District 3.
Jennifer Mathias, District 2.
Ann Duff, member at large.
And to my left, we have Dr. Mark Daniel, Superintendent of Fort Wayne Community Schools, and Angie Filler, Clerk of the Board, and I'm Maria Norman, member at large. And this evening, we have oath of office, so we're going to have Angie come down. Our re-elected board members would like to do their oath in the front here, so.
I pledge allegiance to
We did that.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly swear or affirm
I solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and the laws of the United States and the State of Indiana.
and the laws of the United States and the State of Indiana.
I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
as a member of this governing body, so help me God.
as a member of this governing body, so help me God.
This completes the oath. Welcome to another term in the Fort Wayne Community Schools Board of School Trustees.
Yay. Congratulations. All right, next up on the agenda is the election of officers. I now open the floor to take nominations for the position of president, vice president, and secretary.
Are we,
I nominate Maria Norman for president, me for vice president, Jennifer for secretary.
Okay. Is there, and
I think we need a second.
yes, we need a second.
You do.
I would second that motion.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Congratulations, guys.
You too.
Thanks. All right, we have no awards or recognition, so that leads us to our consent agenda. Just moving right along here, people. It is recommended that Sherry L. Neidlinger be appointed as treasurer, Stephen W. Pittenger and Elizabeth, is it Reidinger? Redinger, thank you. It's red. Okay. As deputy trustees for calendar year 2025, and that bonds for these positions are to be set as follows: treasurer $200,000 and deputy treasurer $50,000. It is further recommended that the administration be granted authority to execute any corporate resolutions required by the various banking depositories. Indiana Code 20-26-4-1 provides for appointment of a treasurer and deputy treasurers at the same time that the new board organizes. Ms. Neidlinger serves as a full-time treasurer for the corporation, Ms. Redinger as the full-time deputy treasurer, while Mr. Pittenger serves as the district as director of fiscal affairs. Indiana Code 20-26-4-5 provides that the treasurer and the deputy treasurers give a bond for the faithful performance of duty in the amount determined by the governing body. Is there a motion on the
Move for
floor?
approval.
Second.
Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Jen. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right. Well, guys, that leads us to board member comments.
Well, happy to be here for another 4 years. I think this year is going to be particularly interesting, given what we're hearing from Indianapolis with respect to what the members of the General Assembly are looking at, in addition to a budget, trying to convert our positions here as partisan positions, which would be a gigantic mistake. And I think we're going to have to be really active in our community to let people know why these are not very good ideas. So I know I'm committed to being very, very active in writing and encouraging other patrons of this district to do likewise.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay. So, as Steve kind of mentioned, despite the efforts in this state to destroy public education, traditional public education continues to thrive and deliver. It was announced that the 2024 graduation rates show that traditional public schools had a 92.48 graduation rate. That's higher than the state average, that's higher than charters, and that's higher than private schools. So congratulations to all staff. I mean, that's teachers and school admin and central office admin and classroom aides and custodians and those who work in the lunchroom. That really is an awesome accomplishment, and that's the hard work of everybody. That's all.
No comment.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to this cold winter day. On the coattails of Steve and Julie, speaking as a parent, I know there's not many people out here in the room today, but I hope people are watching, that we need the parents to speak up. When over 90% of the kids in Indiana go to public schools, it is a testament to where my neighbors, my friends, my colleagues along here send their kids to school. Public schools open the doors for everyone, and we want to continue to have strong schools in our communities to make strong communities with those doors open, and we're going to need every voice that's out there that is a strong proponent of public schools to speak up.
I presume you're speaking about HB 1136 is probably the most egregious bill out there right now. But there are several coalitions forming to fight the bill. ICP, both teachers associations, AFT and ISTA, PTA. And I'm sure if you are interested, you can find something somewhere on Facebook, because people have already been sharing lots of different things, and to start writing your legislators now about this bill. In December, I went to a friend's Christmas open house, and she asked us to bring flannel to be donated, and she didn't really specify where. So when we went to her event, I found out that it was being donated to, I'm not sure if this is what this thrift store is called, but it's the James McFadden Resource Center, and there's actually a thrift store, and maybe you know about this, I had no clue. There's a thrift store in Southside High School, and when they say thrift store, it's free. Any student can go in and buy whatever they want, and they have lots of donated clothes and things like that. Well, and then they will have from this party that brand new flannel PJs and flannel shirts and things like that. But they also, I guess, they collect any kind of household items, because the Kathy McFadden, who is head of this thrift store and this resource center, was a former teacher, and now she's there at Southside, acts as a mentor for many of these kids. Said that a lot of our kids are on their own, live in their own apartments, so they have things that they can start with their apartment, pots and pans and towels and sheets and things like that. So I'd never heard of this, and I just was really impressed with this thrift store at Southside.
Nice. Cool. Dr. Daniel?
So, as I see us in the next 4 years, some of things you've stressed in regards to culture. So we've had Stephen Covey working with us the past several months. We had today and actually last Friday, we've had 3 sessions. We'll end up with 4 this year. But again, how do we internalize this? How do we make it part of what we do at cabinet, part of what we do at buildings, whether it be with principal leadership and then moving into classrooms. But I'll say culture is, as we've been asking our principals, culture, in my opinion, is a direct reflection of increase in enrollment. So as we look at getting our culture, wrapping our minds around culture, because that's a very elusive concept. What does that mean in regards to metrics? What does that mean? So we're working on that. The other thing we've asked our principals just recently, in the area of literacy, what are we doing pre-K through 12th grade? In other words, it's not just a 3rd grade phenomenon. It's also upper grade levels. We have to continue to assess and provide necessary interventions to move that needle, and we are fairly, and this will be probably something we'll discuss later on, maybe a work session, what is functional literacy? You cannot succeed if you're not functionally literate today. You can do a lot of other things, but you can't, you're going to struggle if you can't read at a functionally literate level. Thirdly, the whole implementation of schools of success. So we've asked our principals again, what does that mean to you? So I was just interviewed this afternoon, and the question was, well, what does that mean? We're very interested in what that means to each principal, because each building's unique. Each building has its own, should I say, unique challenges that students bring with them. But again, we look at those challenges and we rise to the occasion and meet those challenges. That's what public schools do. And it's for each and every kid. And we think that's what, it's not exceptional. It should be what we do. That should be our mantra. Each and every kid. And I think that's where we're heading. I'm very interested in hearing what each individual principal has said. But we're doing some unique things this year, and it's going to start to ramp up. Arlington Elementary will be a different building next fall. It will be a Project Lead the Way STEM building, because we know that's what our parents have asked for. And in the future, hopefully in another year's time, we'll have a Montessori program on the north side of town. And again, looking at things where there are high demand, waiting lists, how do we meet those needs for our families that live in our community? Furthermore, as we look at the evolution of schools of success, with our partnership with 3DE and now our partnership with Covey, so how do you make that one system, not multiple systems? So I'm very excited about where we're heading. The results we've already started to see. So Julie, I would hope that our graduation rate continues to climb. As we connect with our kids start to see, yes, there are pathways, yes, there are technical certificates, yes, there are dual credit opportunities, that they have never had the vision or have seen that there are those opportunities. But again, what we've said, opportunities are shallow and empty. You have to have the experience. So the kids have the dual credit, and we now have 5 universities have joined our coalition in regards to dual credit. So again, that dual credit coalition is, we're looking at zero cost for students. But the return on the investment for the universities is that now they have access to our kids, and let's plan where they'll be heading upon graduation. Some with dual credits attached to that university, but others, no, this is where I want to go because they have this program. We have to also increase the number of college graduates in our community. So these are long-term goals. So Steve, 4 years. Need to use those 4 years wisely and start to see these things materialize in actual metrics. As one of our business partners said just recently as part of Grow Allen, you need to give business people metrics that they see as results. You can't just tell me, well, I'm going to deliver a car, and not tell me the color of that car, the model of the car, and just do it on good faith. They want to see, nope, you're going to get a black car, you're going to get a white car, that's the car you're going to get. In other words, they want to see a return on their investment. And I think, I think we're at that point where those metrics will start to show themselves. Nothing but good reports on the implementation of the Freshman Academy. Students, is it today or Friday? Friday will be they will decide where they will be in the Schools of Success, one of the 3 academies, and we'll go from there. So not every student will get what they want, so you may hear some grumbling, just forewarn you. But again, it's the experiences that are most important and the competencies learned in regards to life success skills that we are most interested in. But if we can also attach dual credits to those students, that's unbelievable. So looking to move that forward this year, I think we have an unbelievable board. So glad, again, to have this opportunity and our opportunity to work with you in moving this forward. We're a pretty unique district in regards to the diversity that we have, that being our strength, and also our connections now with our community in regards to our businesses, whether it be for-profit, nonprofit, what have you. And in the state of Indiana, I will say, we need to figure out how to have even more partnerships with the private and public partnerships. How are we going to expand our programs? How are we going to expand the number of students, especially in those areas where we have students on waiting lists, but we do not have room? How do we find ways to open up those doors? And that probably says we're going to have to think quite a bit differently than what we've thought in the past. But we're ready to do those things. And we know $61 million was provided to the state of Indiana this year to invest in charter schools. So that's market driven now. That's the competition. We have to do better programs, better results. That's what we're asking our building principals. That's what we're asking all of us. We have to do better by our kids. So when finally graduation does come, that they are ready for that Monday after graduation. And I'm feeling more and more confident as this continues to evolve. And we will need to make adjustments. We'll need to make improvements. But as this evolves, you're going to see better and better connections for our kids. Bottom line is they're going to be better for these experiences. And again, these are experiences they have not had before. Otherwise, I'd be saying, I'm doing the same thing. We're just doing the same old, same old. But we're not doing the same old, same old. And still remembering that we want to move them into the college realm of things. Or, yes, some may say, no, I want to be employed, or I want to be in, I want to go into the armed services. That's okay too. But we have to increase the number of college graduates. So that's what we're after. So with that said, that's all I have.
Okay, thanks. Since I'm the person standing in between us and leaving, I feel like I'm going to make it quick. Just a couple of things I wrote down feverishly before the meeting, just to bring to people's attention with regard to diversity in our schools. There are a couple bills that I thought stuck out to me just because we are such a diverse district, and again, a lot of the families that I talk to pick Fort Wayne Community Schools because of our diversity, and they want their children exposed to different people and languages and cultures and all the things. So House Bill 1231 is a bill about requiring school corporations to display the 10 Commandments in each library and classroom. I just don't think it's appropriate to single out one specific religion when we have students and families from all over the world who worship in different ways and in different religions, and to single out one single religion, it doesn't seem welcoming to me. And we all want our students to feel welcomed. The other bill that kind of struck me as a little different, Senate Bill 235. This is diversity, equity, inclusion prohibition. So this will prohibit state agencies and educational institutions from taking actions that the bill defines as related to diversity, equity, and inclusion, including holding trainings or influence the composition of employees with reference to race, sex, color, or ethnicity. Ban state entities from promoting opinions on the list of 16 topics, including bias, allyship, cultural appropriation, microaggressions, social justice, heteronormativity, and gender theory. It also prohibits entities from using funds for diversity, equity, and inclusion offices or an officer. Again, diversity is our strength, and I believe that as a district we celebrate the diversity of our district, and we embrace that. And I think that this bill just starts censorship, and you get your foot in the door, and then feels like they just start censoring everything. So those two bills, I had more, but since I'm the roadblock in between everyone's dinner, I will stop there and wish everybody Happy New Year, welcome back, and hope that the second half of the school year goes well.
Madam President, if I might just ask one question.
Yeah.
I was in Walmart Southgate Saturday and was looking for something, and a high school age young lady, Tiara, helped me. But I saw other high school aged employees at Walmart, and I wondered, now wait a minute, I know we're trying to establish these work-based learning opportunities, and I'm thinking that the students are saying, wait a minute, I have a job.
Yeah.
Can that job be credited? Can they be given, I don't know, whatever it is, for graduation?
Right now, for the current graduation requirements, students can count if they are working a job for those WBL, the work-based learning hours. So that is permitted as of right now.
I mean, I got to believe that a large portion of Walmart's staff for our kids, and they do a nice job. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Is there a motion to?
Second.
Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Julie. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Say it fast enough. So we need to be home at 4:30.